Some people get invited to everything, and some people seem to get invited once, and then they mysteriously get left off the invite list after that. Your behavior as a guest usually determines which category you fall into. Hi ladies, welcome back to the Feminine Universe. I am so happy to have you here. So have you ever noticed how some people get invited to every dinner, every group trip, every game night, and then there are the ones who get invited once and it seems like they're never invited again? Somehow their names seem to disappear from the invite list and from the group chat. It's not always about being the funniest or being the most popular. It's also about being able to get along with other people. A lot of times, it's the little unspoken things, the quiet social graces, and the ability to adapt that make people actually enjoy being around you. These social graces are also what sometimes make the difference between being fun to hang out with one-on-one and actually doing well in group settings. So today, just to be sure we're putting our best foot forward, we're talking about how to always get invited back. We're covering how to be the guest everyone remembers for all the right reasons. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is know the expectations and respect the rules. Every event has a vibe. It might be a casual backyard barbecue, an intimate family dinner, or a full-on formal dinner party. Your job as a guest is to match the energy, not just the dress code, but the energy. Don't show up to a barbecue acting stuffy, criticizing everything, and looking everyone from head to toe. Bring your chill vibe. On the other hand, don't arrive to the black tie dinner acting like it's a cookout, pulling out the cards or the dominoes or the flask from your purse. A funeral might not be the place for our loudest laughs or party tricks. People who can't adapt either find themselves being excluded or maybe only invited to low-key things but not more formal events. When it comes to respecting the rules, if there's a dress code, follow that. If you were asked to RSVP, follow that. When you arrive, if it's a shoes off home, take them off. If they say no smoking, don't open the window in the bathroom and try and smoke anyway, or try to vape in the corner when you think no one is looking. Small courtesies and respecting the rules make hosts feel comfortable inviting you again, but making other guests feel uncomfortable because you're being judgmental or inappropriate, or making the host feel like their rules were ignored and disregarded are all surefire ways not to get invited again. A little social awareness goes a long way. And if you're ever not sure what to wear or bring or do, it's better to ask before. It shows consideration and saves everyone from awkwardness later. Bring the right appearance and bring the right energy. The second thing is to be on time. I know some people are groaning already. And to be honest, the mechanics of this one depends a little on where you are and the group you're with. In the States, things are generally on time and you're expected to be either on time or within 15 to 20 minutes before you start being viewed as inconsiderate. And even then, there are still definitely some regional and cultural differences. But in many other places or cultures, showing up on the dot would almost be considered rude, and the host will probably be in house clothes, still making preparations, because they really weren't expecting you until about an hour or two after the stated time. I know some people have strong feelings about this in every direction, but I'm just stating the facts how they are currently. But if you are interested, look into monochronic cultures versus polychronic cultures. For our purposes today, all I'm saying is to learn the local rhythm and the rhythm of the people you're dealing with. And just be mindful to arrive within a reasonable amount of time of what's expected. Don't be that person always showing up at the very end of every event, empty-handed, hoarding 20 to-go boxes, and dashing out the door. at least offer to help clean up or something. Overall, just be sure to arrive within the range of what's expected in that environment. The third thing to remember is never show up empty-handed. People put a lot of time and effort into throwing events, and you showing up with something shows appreciation for what they've put together and for inviting you. So if it's a birthday or a baby shower or housewarming, you can bring an appropriate gift or card. If it's something casual, like a cookout, you can offer to pick up some extra ice or drinks. If you've been invited over for dinner, you can bring wine, kitchen towels, a serving tray, or anything that will help them with their future hosting duties. And here's the second half of this rule that most people miss or forget when we talk about not showing up empty-handed. Remember not to bring anything the host will feel pressured to use that night. They've typically already planned the whole menu. They don't need you showing up with a hot dish that needs oven space unless it's a potluck or something where that was requested. Again, bring something that helps them later. A nice bottle of wine, good chocolate, a gourmet coffee or candle. And if you bring something like flowers, bring them already in a vase so they're not scrambling to look for one. Basically, your gift shouldn't create extra work for the host on an already busy day. Another thing you want to remember is to offer to help, but don't be pushy. It's lovely to offer help, especially in a more intimate setting, and sometimes people will gratefully take you up on it. But don't force or intrude or interfere with their process. Offer once or twice, like, "Can I help you with anything?" If they say no, believe them. If you want to leave the invitation open, you can say, "Okay, but feel free to find me if you end up needing anything. I'm happy to help." The best guests are happy to participate, but don't try to dictate. The next thing to remember is don't cling to the host. The host is juggling everything that night: food, drinks, paper refills, other guests. They can't babysit anyone, so just mingle. When you arrive, like we've talked about in our previous etiquette videos, the proper thing to do is greet everyone you come across. It doesn't have to be hugs and kisses if you don't have that kind of relationship, but just saying hi or hello as you walk by. Or maybe you can say to someone, "That's a great dress," or "I love your lipstick," or "What are you drinking? That looks delicious." Talk to new people, compliment the space, join conversations. It shows social confidence and gives the host breathing room. Some people have absolutely been excluded from things because they make the host feel guilty for not being able to pay attention to them the whole night. A good guest adds to the energy of the room, not to the workload. The next one is major, and that is to make sure you don't hijack the event. Okay? This is a big one, and it happens all the time. Don't outshine your host. Some people intentionally or accidentally make the night about them. Maybe they tell endless stories about themselves when the host is trying to move the schedule along. Maybe they try to get everyone to buy something they're selling. Maybe they get too drunk, too loud, start acting messy or breaking things. Or maybe they show up dressed like it's their personal red carpet moment or personal risque moment at someone else's birthday dinner. Look, there is a reason we don't wear white to someone else's wedding. It's not our day, it's theirs. Now you can absolutely shine, be magnetic, be warm, but know the difference between being memorable and trying to be the main character at someone else's event. We should be the main characters of our own lives, absolutely, but we shouldn't hijack other people's special moments. And of course, some people are overly sensitive and will feel outshined if you just breathe next to them, but some people could definitely be more thoughtful. Whether it's your shy friend's birthday, or I've even seen moms show up explicitly dressed to their daughter's birthday parties like they're competing with them. Just let the person of honor shine on their night. If it's a girls' night out, go all out. If it's someone's birthday, lean back a little bit and focus on making them feel special. They will love you for it. Respect the schedule, respect the tone, and let the host be the center of attention. You want to be remembered for how you made the room feel, not for how much you dominated it or how much you embarrassed yourself. The next one is also very important, and that is know when to go. Hosting, even fun hosting, is exhausting. If the invite has a clear end time, stick to it. If people are gradually trickling out, don't be that last one lingering until they're stacking chairs and turning off lights unless you've offered to stay and help clean up. Of course, read the host's vibe. Some hosts want everyone to stay until the last crumb of dessert, then for a cup of coffee, then a nightcap in the living room. Others, like my fellow introverts, have completely drained their social battery and are ready to start cleaning up and call it a night once the cake has been cut. So, just aim to leave gracefully. You don't need to be the first person running out the door like you had a horrible time, unless you actually did have a horrible time. But you shouldn't be the last person there either. If people are shutting down the kitchen, sweeping over your feet, and hitting you with the classic, "Well, I'm not going to keep you," or "I have an early morning tomorrow," you've probably stayed too long. And lastly, consider sending a follow-up thank you. A quick text the next day usually does the trick. Something like, "I had so much fun last night. Thanks so much for inviting us." Of course, if someone has had you as a house guest in their home for an extended amount of time or something like that, taking the time to leave or send something handwritten could be a little more elevated. But overall, this is just to tell the host, "I saw your effort, I appreciated it, thank you for including me." Those small touches that not everyone does are what make you unforgettable in the best way. At the end of the day, being the guest everyone loves isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, kindness, and respect for other people's effort and for their special occasions. Like I always say, there's a time and place for everything. When you can read the room and bring the right version of yourself to the right space, people will be happy to have you. And when you can elevate and uplift a space without hijacking it, you'll always get invited back. Hopefully you found this helpful and it's something you can use anytime you need a gentle reminder or a refresher before an event, before the holidays, or anytime you're going to be interacting with people. Now, while I know pretty much all of us will be a guest at some point, not everyone is as into hosting. So before I spend time making a whole video on that, I'd love to know if that would be interesting to you. So just drop hostess with the mostest in the comments if that's something you'd like to see, and I'll make a video on how to make sure people always feel welcomed when they visit you and how to throw events, big or small, that people can't wait to attend. Until next time, ladies, stay feminine, stay focused, and have fun.